What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast, brought to you by Colossus Fitness. We're excited to bring you this first episode today.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast, episode 4.
Wow.
Man, we are already at episode 4.
We're growing up, 4 years old.
4 years old. We are loving it. Thank you guys all for the support so far. Super pumped to be here.
So there you have it. That was our intro from our very first episode of the Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast. And here we are 500 episodes later. We started this podcast, I believe it was in a car. We would sit in a car with our DSLR that we used to make our YouTube videos, and it would get hot in the summer. We'd sit there and just film it. And that's why some of those earlier episodes, audio wasn't perfect. But as we like to say, action alleviates anxiety. We thought about starting a podcast for like a year before we did, but we're so happy we pulled the trigger. We made it to episode 500. We have an amazing community. So before we even get into our biggest 50 takeaways from having this podcast, we just want to thank everyone who's taken the time to listen to this. If you're taking the time to listen to a fitness, health, and happiness podcast, you already know you're in the top 0.1% of people who want to become fitter, healthier, and happier, who want to level up their life, who want to see more, achieve more, and be their best selves for them and for everyone around them. So we thank you for going on this journey with us. It has been absolutely incredible, and here's to many, many more. We're constantly thinking and trying to evolve this podcast. We got it on video now. The audio is way better than it ever was, and it's just absolutely amazing to keep growing with such a phenomenal community. So thank you so much. Now we're going to kick it off with number 1. And once again, to repeat, these are our 50 biggest takeaways from myself, Kyle, as well as you as a community. Things that have helped you, that have changed your life, little thought processes, little hacks, little tips, little tricks. So it's going to be a really fun episode. So if you love this podcast and you know someone who would love it too, please take the time, maybe share this episode with them. It's a great episode for people to see what we're all about so we can help achieve our mission of making people fitter, healthier, and happier. So number 1 is how you do anything is how you do everything. And this has been the quote that when I heard it just changed everything for me, because the smallest things, you think if I just wash my hands quickly, it's going to set that standard that I don't do things well, I don't take care of myself. And instead you say, I'm going to do that right. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to make my bed, I'm going to do it right. When I work out, I'm going to get in there, I'm going to feel great, contractions, I'm going to get after it, I'm going to make it count. When I drive, I'm going to drive with my intention so I keep myself, everyone else safe. Just this attitude in this quote, if you keep reminding yourself this throughout the day, you may not be perfect, but it will change your life. So I think this was a perfect way to start it. So how you do anything is how you do everything.
That quote's changed my life. And number 2, another one that's honestly changed my life and a lot of people around, is just by changing nothing changes. And I really like that because it actually forces you to think about for a second. Patricia shared this with us, so shout out to you. But it's so amazing because I think a lot of times people will do things and, try to go about something, but just do it the same way they've always done it and wonder why they're not seeing progress. But they actually have to make that change, actually change that direction. And honestly, things start to change once you do make that change. So think about that one. By changing nothing changes.
Number 3 is to read more and learn more, especially reading nonfiction books. Reading books will change your life. This is something that has changed my life. Listening to podcasts will change your life. And just remember, you don't have to agree with everything in that book. It doesn't need to be like, wow, this is fact, I'm going to live by this manual. Go into things looking for that golden nugget. Even if we release a podcast on 10 strength trips and you're already the world's strongest person, if you can find one golden nugget in that you can take that'll make you a little bit better, you're just going to see that compound. You're going to become your best self. And it's very much the same way with reading. Read unique books, read things that you think might not appeal to you, and I promise you'll get better and better because of it. If you're looking for a place to start, we have Instagram posts on our top book recommendations. And if you're not following us there to celebrate 500, if you want to give us a gift, shoot us a follow there so we can help you out even more. Our Instagram is @ColossusFit, COLOSSUSFIT.
And number 4 is just choosing your hard. Thank you for sharing this, Paulysha, with us. And it's something that you've heard us say over and over again. There are a lot of things on this journey that's hard, and even the comparison of being overweight is hard, working out is hard. Sleeping in and just not feeling your best is hard, but also waking up and getting everything else done. Which hard are you going to choose? Choose the hard that's going to get you the results, that's going to help you feel your absolute best. And that's going to be one of our biggest mantras. Choose your hard and make sure it's the right hard that you do choose.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of adversity and challenge, just make you a stronger, more resilient person. I love that. And number 5 is just a simple reminder to be on a periodized routine that involves progressive overload. If you're not on a good routine, you're really missing out. We got a lot of content on this, so make sure you dive into the past episodes.
Number 6 is early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. Thanks for sharing this with us, Yong, and it's something we've said over and over again. We could probably find a compilation of a bunch of them that we've said, but it's just be a timely person. It reminds me of the quote, how you do anything is how you do everything. And it's just be on time, just you feel better, you have less stress. Like everyone likes that person that's always on time. And it's something we believe in. If it's not something that you believe in, I'd recommend making that change. It'll help in so many different areas of your life. And that's going to be number 6 for today.
And number 7 is from Holly, and she said it in a fantastic manner, so I'm just going to read it. Logging food in advance is the only way I can ensure to hit my macros and calories. It is a huge help, and I think that is incredibly well said. If you're not pre-logging, you are missing out.
And number 8, we've got another nutrition one from Jason. He had said, eat till you're satisfied, not till you're stuffed. And I like that. I think it's a very simple concept, and it's a good reminder that you don't always have to eat until you're just blown away where you can't move afterwards. Like eat until satisfaction, eat until about 80% full. Like these are great reminders to help you stay on track, to help you feel your best and just get the best results possible.
Number 9 is to work hard, don't look for shortcuts. A lot of your problems can be solved with hard work, just getting after it, putting one foot in front of the other, and just making it happen. Shortcuts are rarely, if ever, the answer. If you're looking to lose weight, learn how to do it the right way. If you're looking to get strong, learn how to do it the right way. These gimmicky products and quick fads are just going to set you back and cause you to be demotivated. So don't be scared of hard work. Learn how to interject that into your life so you can have success and realize your full potential.
Awesome. And another great one is number 10 that Brooke shared with us. I remember specifically sharing this quote a few weeks ago. You could be good today, instead you choose tomorrow. The one thing fools all have in common is they're always getting ready to begin. So this is just a great reminder, whatever it is that you're striving for, whatever it is that you want to do, get started now. Don't say you're going to do it tomorrow or next week or next month when everything's perfect. A lot of people can say that. Like so many people say they're going to do something, they have that thought, but actually doing it is the hardest part. So when you say you're going to do something, follow up with it, make your word actually be your word and mean something. And I'm so passionate about that one. So that's going to be number 10.
Number 11 is from Coach Jason's client, Alexx, and I couldn't agree with this one more. Hire a coach, and then in all caps, hire a coach. Having a coach, having someone on your team who is an expert in terms of training, fitness, accountability, the psychology you're going to need towards your journey is going to help you get to a new level faster. So if you've been struggling to get results or you're not progressing at the rate you could, we're going to blow that out of the water. We're going to help you get results 5 times where you currently are, guaranteed. And we have a very special opportunity just for this episode. So because you're a member of this community, you're in this episode. If you haven't tried out coaching before, we're doing a special promo with the keyword special 500. So if you message special 500 to us on Instagram to @ColossusFit, COLOSSUSFIT, we have opened up 5 exclusive spots for the best deal we have ever given on coaching. So you aren't going to want to miss out on this. This is how you can guarantee your transformation, have an incredible start to your journey, and learn how to realize your full potential in fitness, health, and happiness. So if you're ready to see that change because you are worth it, this is your chance. Do not miss out on this. Make sure you're one of these 5 people. And once again, you can message us special 500 on Instagram to @ColossusFit, COLOSSUSFIT, because yes, we have produced 500 podcast episodes. This is our passion. This is what we really focus on. But we have over 3,500 transformations now. And to say we've actively changed 3,500 lives by getting in there and showing them how to live fitter, healthier, and happier, not just in the short term, but for the rest of their life, and hearing about the new energy, the new confidence, the new happiness, the new ability everyone is able to have is just amazing. So we want that for you too. Once again, keyword is special 500 to take advantage of that amazing deal.
The best part is when we were asking for a bunch of people to share share their inputs. We had about 10 people say hiring a coach, and obviously all of the people have come through our coaching program and they attest to it. I mean, you've seen the transformations, you've seen all the screenshots, like everything that's been taking place. So now is your time. We cannot wait to help you. You do not want to be on the sidelines, and we can't wait to transform you in every single way possible. But jumping into number 12, this is from Joanna. She had shared, when attending a holiday or party, make sure to make your plate with veggies and protein first. And I thought that was great. And we've said this a number of times, like there's so many different ways to navigate going out, going to parties, going to special events. But if you head right to the carb section, the things that are just going to kind of go through you and not fill you up as much, it's going to be not as beneficial in terms of helping you stay on track with your goals. You start with those veggies, you start with that protein, you're going to be getting the best stuff possible. You'll honestly probably be full for a lot of the stuff afterwards. And it's just a great way to apply some of these things that pop up, events, and all that great stuff.
Next from Victoria, plain and simple, fail to plan, plan to fail.
I absolutely love that one, and I love that it's in caps, and it just screams to you because it's such an amazing thing, and it's something that we firmly believe in, and I've said a million times, and I will still continue to say it. But this next one was from Kristen, and she had said, quit looking at the clock. Time never stops. Put your head down and grind. And I like that one. Just very simple. Focus in, dial in, get to work. And that one means a lot. So thank you for sharing that one with us.
To add on, it's no rush. You'll achieve your journey at your pace, your time. Obviously, going at it in an intelligent way will help you speed that up. But if you're seeing progress, you're progressing, and that's the key. Make sure you're moving in the right way and go at your speed, and you will get there. Next up for 15 is, I love all the reminders that small changes in habits plus consistency each day equals substantial results over time, and the power of the compound effect in general. And this is from Yari. And I love that this touched you because this is actually the second book I ever read, the second nonfiction self-growth book. And this is a principle I've used in every area of my life since. So if you're not compounding positive small little actions, you're missing out. And it's just a reminder, these big, explosive, crazy things. Albert Einstein said one of the craziest things that he couldn't comprehend is the power of compounding. It's one of the most amazing forces on this planet. So use compounding in your life, not just with your money, use in your fitness, your happiness, and you'll just see the rewards.
Beautiful. And number 16, this one's from Sean. He said, I love the analogy of your body being like a car. Your workouts make up the engine and nutrition is the gas. You could have the best engine / best workout in the world, but your car isn't going to move without the gas, which is nutrition. Similarly, a full tank of gas isn't getting you anywhere if your car doesn't have an engine. And I said this once, I don't remember where I got it from, and it's a good reminder that nutrition and exercise both have such important value. With one thing, you're not going to be able to succeed. And you need both things in place in order for everything to be moving smoothly, for you to get to your destination. And I think it's great because when you look at it that way, I love cars. So I'm like, man, it is a good reminder that both of them are so important.
110%. This is a really good analogy and a good one to reminder. Next for number 17, don't eat out of boredom. Decide if you were truly hungry. And just being able to identify this. There's so many times we just figure out, I want that. And you got to ask yourself, are you trying to just make yourself happy when you eat something for 2 seconds, or do you actually need it? Because oftentimes that's that excess bit of calories. It's kind of making you feel not right. That's making you just eat when you don't need to eat. You're eating too close to bed. You're not sleeping as well. So just analyze. If you're hungry, definitely eat. But if you're not hungry, ask, do I really need this right now?
Awesome. And jumping into number 18, my favorite quote that still pushes me through: discipline trumps motivation. Alicia shared this with us and we got this one quite a bit. It's just such a great reminder. Focus on discipline, build up your discipline. Don't just rely on motivation and you'll get some incredible results, and just show up every single day.
110%. And next up, we have purpose over pleasure. Think of long-term thinking. Going back to that eating example, do you want to eat that snack in that moment for 2 seconds of joy? Or do you want to feel good that you crushed your day, you didn't eat excess food, you're not feeling lethargic and sluggish, and instead you're ready to bounce, feeling great and ready to go? Goes such a long way. Oftentimes we're sitting around, we're bored, we want to order food, we're tempted, we see a commercial on the screen, and that'll cause us to mess up, especially after that 7 p.m. window. But just have that attitude of long-term thinking. Just say, if I get my workout in today, I'm going to be on track for my week. I'm going to feel better. If I eat the food I need to eat today, it's going to get me closer to my goal. And that will compound, get you where you need to go.
Awesome. Number 20 is 7 days without the gym makes 1 week, right? So you think when you hear that, you're thinking like a week, 7 days, but it just is going to make you weak. It's going to make you not feel strong, not feel your best. So I love this. Tara shared this with us. So make sure, do not spend too much time out of the gym. Make sure you show up, and you'll just always feel strong and you won't feel weak.
Next one is from Steph, and I couldn't agree with this more. She had said that so many great tips and motivation over the span of your podcast. Hard to choose. And I had to agree with this. When I was going through old episodes and looking through all the great tips and tricks, of course, we're not going to get everything we've ever said that was amazing here on this 50, but we really just wanted to share some that were really meaningful, things that we always find we're pivoting back to. And of course, with every episode, there's something new. We're always growing and evolving, but we just wanted to try and really have this be a really ultra good motivational episode. So make sure you bookmark this, because if you're feeling down or you're feeling stuck, maybe listen to this. And sometimes when you re-listen to something, you see it in a different way. So just know you don't have to only enjoy this episode once. You can definitely enjoy it a second time. But Steph had shared that learn to love the process, because there is no end in being fit, healthy, and happy. Sometimes progress is invincible. Stay patient, be consistent, and enjoy the journey.
I love that one. And just keep showing up. That's the biggest thing, no matter who you are. Thank you for sharing that, Steph. Number 22, this is something that really stood out to me and I know has helped a lot of people. Simply the concept of dropping one vice has changed it all. And for a lot of times, people have that one thing that's holding them back. You can spend some time reflecting on what that is. For someone, it might be alcohol that's just causing them to not see great results. For some people, it might be TV shows before bed. It could be just that snooze button. Like, drop the thing that's holding you back, because a lot of times if you just make that one change and you work on improving that, everything starts to come together. So this is a great reminder. Drop that one vice, those two vices, work on that every single day, and you'll start to feel better and get some incredible results.
Be real with yourself. Say, if I was my friend, what advice would I give myself that's holding me back? And it can be hard to let go of that thing, but if you can start to eliminate vices, it's amazing how you can be like unshackled from yourself and you can realize how much more you can do. So this was just a phenomenal reminder. And that's why I love getting you amazing community members involved, because that's what it's all about, growing together. And just, you can't stop people when they're all together growing, getting after it. So thank you so much again for always listening, but we'll continue on here. Number 23, just stop being a complainer, take ownership. Instead of being a victim to your journey, learn, just take the action to deal with adversity, to get after it, and just to succeed through anything that comes your way.
Yeah, no one likes a victim. You're not going to get anywhere from that. So that is a great reminder. But jumping into number 24, move more than just your workouts every day. Walks make a huge difference and really help the fat shred off. And this is from Matthew, and I'm a firm believer of it. Anybody who started going on daily walks, whether you have a dog, whether you don't, like just going out with family, spending time in nature, like the benefits are endless. If you're not doing consistent daily walks, you are missing out. So definitely make sure to implement them. And thank you for sharing this today, Matthew.
Number 25, the concept of not being afraid to fail, and that failure is actually a good thing. And when you remove that barrier that failure is horrible, it can't happen, you accept it as part of the journey, you become unstoppable.
Beautiful. And I'm just going to jump into 26. If you do not make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. This is just a friendly reminder, no matter what your situation is, whatever your age, like spend the time now, make that investment. I know a lot of people who aren't investing into their health right now that will eventually have to pay for it down the road. And we don't want any of you to have to go through that. So that's why spend that time now, make it a priority. You will thank yourself over and over again for the rest of your life.
Make that investment in yourself. You are worth it. Think of how many things you invest in. You invest in your education, you invest in good food, you'll invest in learning skills, becoming a better golfer, learning to play tennis, all these different things. Why would you not invest in your fitness, your health, and your happiness and learn how to do it right? When you work one-on-one with an expert, you're unencumbered. You can learn how to really progress through things in an intelligent way. You can also learn that you've probably been making some mistakes and there's an easier way to go about it. So you are worth this investment. You got to ask yourself, why aren't you putting money where it's going to help you? It's going to help you live longer, have more energy, be more motivated, most importantly, see better results. Because when you see results, you become addicted. So once again, an incredible opportunity, the best deal we've ever had for special 500. If you message us on Instagram, you can go ahead and take advantage of that. And our next tip is to utilize mind-muscle connection. Don't just go through the motions. Learn how to actually engage your muscles, work the right areas, achieve better blood flow, and you will see way better results in density in your physique.
And number 28 is just shopping the perimeter of the grocery store for the healthiest foods. A lot of times people spend a lot of time going through the aisles. While it's fun, just spend some time, start with going around there. You'll see a lot of the salads, a lot of the healthy fruits, vegetables, just more of the whole foods. And that's definitely something that's helped a lot of people and has helped myself as well.
Number 29 is one of my quotes, which is, life and things that are hard do not get easier. We just get resilient and stronger. And I love that attitude, because even for me, it's hard. For me, lifting 315, just because I can do it for like 8 reps now, doesn't mean it's easy for me. It's still hard. It's still a challenge, but I've gotten stronger. I can manage that load. And now 135 is a whole lot easier, but it's still not easy necessarily for me to get in the gym, to do that bench, to get after it. So just keep remembering, there's never going to be a point where you just breeze your way through. There's always a little bit of hard work, and that's okay.
Awesome. And wow, we're already at number 30, which is awesome. But the concept of creating clutter-free environments, super game changing. Whatever it is, whether it's your vehicle, your work desk, like everything, if it's clutter-free, I feel like it just feels so much better. You can think more clearly. I know everyone's a little different, but I'm willing to bet there's no one out there that feels better having a bunch of stuff there than just a clutter-free environment. So spend that time, take that, extra few minutes, and you will feel a lot better, less stressed, and get better results in the long run.
I literally did this today. I woke up nice and early. I had some extra time. Like, let's clean up that office. Let's double down. Let's get in some of those drawers that I haven't touched in a while. Just organize, wipe down some surfaces, and just clear space, clear mind. I love this. I'm so glad this was included. Number 31 is a trick I've been doing recently that I have mentioned, which is when I'm done my food for the day, I go brush my teeth. And oftentimes it's 6:30, 7 p.m. for me. And this is where I feel good, because I'm like, I've already brushed my teeth. I don't need to eat a few of this random snack that's on the table. It's a really good way to close out that day. Make sure you're brushing your teeth really well and get the advantage of stopping that nighttime snacking.
Awesome. Number 32 was shared from Steven, which is incredible. He said, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. And it's such an amazing tip, because a lot of times people think they can. They think they can do all these classes, do tons of cardio, go run, like all this great stuff that's, just moving their body. But at the end of the day, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. You have to focus on nutrition. You have to eat well. You have to take care of your health through nutrition. Both combined will get the best results. Similar to that car analogy earlier on, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet.
110%. Number 33 is something I've also been using a lot lately, and I know a lot of you have received a lot of benefit from, and that's just saying, what would a healthy person do? When you're at a restaurant, what would a healthy person do? When you don't have access to a gym, what would a healthy person do? Maybe you'll go out on those walks, order that healthy option, skip that extra portion. Just asking yourself that and then doing that action goes such a long way. Even as at Costco the other day, Sam's Club, and they got those delicious hot dogs. Kind of hungry, I kind of wanted one. I'm like, what would a healthy person do? They wouldn't get this hot dog. Moved on, hit my macros, felt great.
It's funny, that happened to me recently. I was like, I do not want one of those. Like, I did want it, but I'm like, nope, and then ended up just having Quest chips after, which was way better, and that's what a healthier person would do. Number 34, this was from Alyssa, the quote, if you don't fight for what you want, you deserve what you get. And I like this one. Just make sure whatever it is that you're striving for, a healthier body, mind, everything that you're striving for, you have to fight for it. Choose your hard is another way of putting it. But if you don't fight for what you want, you deserve what you get.
Number 35 is nice and simple. Try to laugh every day. You'll feel better. I like silly YouTube videos. That's what does it for me. If you have a funny show or if you spend time with friends, laughter is just such a great medicine.
Awesome. 36, your podcast helped me understand that I shouldn't keep certain foods in the house. I'm all or nothing when it comes to that. The extra step of going to the store is a great approach. And I've said it, I know myself very well. I can't keep these specific things in there. I don't keep them in there. And it's a good reminder for anyone who struggles to just add that extra obstacle of having to go get it. And a lot of times you won't have to go get it because you decide not to. So do not keep foods in the house that you don't want, that just you may binge eat on, that aren't good for you. If you can do that, it's a great tip.
Number 37 is an easy one. Eat more protein. Try to get to that 1 gram protein per body weight. You'll feel way better. Protein is amazing for satiety, energy, adding muscle, as well as maintaining muscle in a deficit. So you are missing out if you're not taking advantage of this powerful nutrient.
And number 38, weigh in every day. This alone will have so much accountability. It'll help you understand what's going on. And even just in terms of just for us with our coaching, we love calculating the average instead of looking at it from a day-to-day perspective. So it gives you more data so we can actually calculate the average. And it's just definitely the best way to do it versus just weighing in once a week or every 2 weeks or whatever it is. Try to weigh in every day. and we'll calculate the average, and you'll be good to go there.
Number 39, stop hitting snooze. You can actually turn this off on your phone, which has been game changing for me. Hop out of bed, get after that day, win that first decision where you want to flinch, where you want to give in, where you want to push it back a little bit, say, no, I'm getting after it today, and you'll notice how much better your days get in general.
Number 40, power of flexible dieting, just fitting fun foods in if that's something that you want to do. 80 to 95% healthy whole foods, and then let's say 5 to 20% fun foods if, once again, that's something you want to incorporate. If you want to squeeze an ice cream cone, cool, enjoy it. But there's definitely the biggest thing is sustainability, longevity, being able to follow a specific diet, adherence. So make sure to follow a flexible dieting approach and you'll get best results that way.
Number 41, Creatine Works. There's not many supplements we highly recommend. This is one of them. It's very cheap, very effective, very researched. So I definitely would recommend this if you're looking to put on muscle and strength.
And number 42 is realizing that people aren't actually judging you in the gym. This is a hard realization for a lot of people. They still to this day think that everyone's staring at them. Whether you're new or aren't new to the gym, whatever your situation is, realize that people are focused on themselves. They're doing their own thing. And that's a good reminder for you to do your own thing and focus on yourself.
Number 43 is that comparison is the thief of joy. This is your journey and yours alone. There's going to be people that look better than you always. Someone's always going to be leaner, have bigger butt, be skinnier, have bigger biceps. It's really important you just focus on your journey, your growth, and don't rob yourself of your own personal joy by always comparing yourself to others.
Awesome. And number 44 is just getting good gym clothes. Getting clothes that make you feel better, wearing an outfit that just allows you to just feel incredible. For me, I really like my tank tops. I don't know what it is. I enjoy them and I just feel my absolute best that way. So I would say invest a little bit. Have a good pair of clothes that you feel amazing in, you feel confident in. Maybe it could be tighter, it could be looser, like whatever it is that you enjoy more. Invest in yourself that way, and it's something that will help you out for sure in the gym in some weird way or another.
Feels good to look good. When you look good, you just get that extra pep in your step. You're feeling nice. You want to stay in there a little bit longer. It's definitely a huge tip. I used to be someone who would just wear the same like 2 outfits pretty much and just rotate through them. But it is fun having different outfits. But, I'm going to wear this today. I'm going to do whatever. It goes a long way. And anything that gives you the little extra motivation to get in there is indeed a great motivator. Next up, and this is something I'm really big on, is a bad day doesn't mean you have a bad life. Just because you had a bad day, a bad workout, doesn't mean you're not a fit person or you're bad at the gym. Day or week doesn't mean you're weak. But remember, a bad day does not mean you have a bad life.
And number 46, your self-worth isn't how you look. Feel great. People care less than you think. And it's just such a great reminder that there's so many aspects to the fitness journey. I've learned over the years, instead of just being focused on simply looks, like there's so much more. Longevity, strength, like just having a healthy, fit body. Like there's just amazing things like that you should also be focusing on. And it's not just about how you look. And I know a lot of times when people are so focused on just that, they're never going to be happy. There's so many things that they're neglecting. They're not focused on actual posture, like all these other things that are like super important, strength, like they're just focused on one thing. So have a bunch of different goals that will help, and it'll go such a long way for you.
Next up is sun exposure first thing of the day. Science has showed how amazing this is for helping us regulate to waking up. Just like it's important having a dark room at night, getting sun first thing in the morning goes such a long way. Adding into this, a great way to achieve this is going on a morning walk and, of course, aiming for that 10K step in a day.
Number 48, if you want something more caloric, plan it in. Plan ahead. I never thought I could have a Krispy Kreme donut during a shred. Well, I could because I planned it. And this was from Matthew. And just going back to the concept, I know we talked about, fail to prepare to fail, but it is definitely just a good reminder, whatever it is that you are looking to do, whether it's a special dinner, a special little fun thing, it always helps a lot more when you do plan instead of hitting your calorie intake and then just going above and beyond. This is definitely the best way to get success and stay focused on the long run.
That's where prelogging goes a long way. I did have a Costco hot dog a few weeks ago. It's something I planned for. It's not a great source of food. It's definitely not the best out there, but I wanted to enjoy it. I tracked it. I had it budgeted in. The difference was last time it would have been that thing on top. It would have messed up my whole day of eating. Probably would have went over. It would have felt bad. It would have just put me in a bad place. Instead, if there's something you want, budget it in, enjoy it, appreciate it, make the most of it. There's nothing wrong with enjoying these treats that's where 80-20 rule comes in. I know we didn't mention that there. We mentioned that a lot, but just want to add that as well. Number 49 is a good tip as well. It's just motivational wallpaper. So for me, I have my vision board on my laptop. I'm subconsciously looking at that a ridiculous amount of times during the day. Same with my phone. I'll always put something apparent to me, something motivating, sometimes a little mantra. Right now, I just have a little sign that says less is more. It's a wallpaper I found, and I thought that was a good reminder. If you're wanting to get super fit, you could put a photo of that there. If there's a goal you're working towards, whatever it is, a good way for you to keep seeing something, because what we see, it motivates us to get out and achieve. And I just think that's another good little bonus tip.
And number 50 is just having a great community and a support group. Most people on their fitness journey, they don't have those around them that are actually supporting them, that are on the same journey, that are just helping guide them and just be there for them, right? So that's why I highly recommend, like, whatever way it is, find those people who can help you out, who can help you stay accountable, who are on the same path and can actually like relate to what's going on. And the best part about you joining our coaching program, when you send us that message with the keyword special 500, you not only have access to a coach, but multiple coaches and an amazing community people who share recipes, they share wins. We're all doing a challenge together so we can all relate. And it's just an amazing community. For a lot of people, it's impossible for them to find. You try to find a friend who's doing something and it's like you can't relate to each other, whereas here there's tons of us who are doing the exact same thing. So whatever way it is, have a community, have people on your side who can guide you, who can just help you out. And once again, send us that message, take that leap, invest in yourself, and always ask yourself, what's my circle of 5 look like? We always say, this is another bonus one, is you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And you have to spend your time with people who you want to be, who encourage you, who help you grow. And that's what we're here to do. Of course, you're listening to the podcast, which is amazing, but taking that extra leap for our Facebook community and our one-on-one coaching will help you a ton. And I wanted to also, I know Josh has expressed gratitude. Another one is just show gratitude. And I wanted to show you guys gratitude because you guys are awesome. Every single one of you guys, girls, thank you so much for spending time with us, for tuning in, for listening to us. It means the world for you to be spending about an hour a week, every single week listening to us, and we wouldn't be where we are without you. So I wanted to say thank you very much.
So that is episode 500, 50 killer tips with a few bonuses in about 30 minutes. So we just want to thank you all for tuning in once again. We wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have amazing people like you to listen. If you love this episode and you know someone who would benefit from our podcast, please take 2 seconds to share it with them. If you haven't left a review and you've been here for 500 episodes or 2 episodes, 5 episodes, whatever it is, if you could take 2 seconds to do that, that helps us grow, get this content out to more people, and help us achieve our mission of helping more people become fitter, healthier, and happier. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Once again, we have 5 spots available at the best rate we ever have. I promise you, if you make this decision, you will not regret it. We're going to get you where you need to go, get you those killer results. So go ahead and make sure to DM us on Instagram to @ColossusFit, ColossusFit, with the keyword special 500, and we will take care of you. Peace out.